What's going on, guys? So we're going to go through a few more little bodyweight training variations that you can use for hamstrings. This one I came up with or was looking at specifically to try and help with pistol squats. So one of the main things that we'll have with pistol squats is, like we were discussing last week, I think it was last week, is when you kind of get halfway down the range of motion, either you find that you kind of fall backwards and can't get all the way down, or I'm going to try and make it look like it's a mistake. Instead of smoothly going down, smoothly going up, you'll have a part of the range of motion where you feel like you just fall. And usually it's going to be fine to about here, and then you kind of drop, then have to come back up and use momentum. So one of the reasons this can be is because one, we're not used to obviously being in that hollow position like we discussed, then also we might not have very much active knee flexion. So your knee can be pulled to here, as it would be in a pistol squat, into deep flexion, but actually, can you control the contraction of your hamstring like this to be able to get up there? And I bet you if some of you actually try, you might not be able to get your heel that far up. So what we're going to start doing is training the hamstring in a bit more shortened state, because we're very much used to doing RDLs, single leg RDLs, things where we're lengthening our hamstrings and putting the tension on there, doing stuff like glute bridges, but we never really do anything where we're focusing on extending the hip and also trying to make sure we keep knee flexion. This isn't just going to be good for pistol squats, this is going to carry over very well to making your knees healthier and also improving things like your running, jumping, sprinting, and actually your squat. If you happen to find that your knee shoots out from behind you quite a bit, this could actually be a really big help. These exercises, I need to give credit to JJ from his Bulletproof program. This is where I picked them back up. So the first one is just teaching you how to keep tension in your hamstrings. You can use this as a warm-up because it's not really that high impact. You're going to get your feet on the chair. And again, how far you sit towards is going to depend on how much contraction you need in your hamstrings. But what I'm going to do from here is first pick my head up slightly off the floor and create a reach like this. So now I'm hollowing out my body. So now I can't arch my lower back. Now if you watch, all I'm going to do is pick my butt up off the floor by creating the pelvic tilt this way. So like I'm crunching. From there, I'm going to try and drive my heels through the chair, but I'm not going to extend my hip. I'm just going to stay here. So now what should happen, depending on what angle you choose, is you feel like there's a lot of tension in your hamstring. I'm actually trying to pull the chair towards me whilst reaching. You hold that for 20 to 30 seconds and your hamstring should be screaming. So then, the dynamic version is going to carry over to your pistol and over to all your other movements is to do the same setup, kind of reach forwards, protract like this. You can reach or you can cover your arms here. You're then going to go to one leg and then you're just going to try and extend up as high as you can. But when you come down, you're always going to return to this position where your butt's tucked under and your hips are slightly off the floor. So you're not like this, your hips are slightly off the floor. So you're always trying to hold a nice contraction in your hamstring. And I'll just do it with the other leg, just a few. Again, set up, reach, tuck the pelvis under so your hips come off the floor and drive the hips up. Always keeping that contraction in your hamstring. So now, when you come into doing a pistol squat, I'm going to do it with my bad leg, you should find that as you go down, because you've practiced that tuck position, but you've also practiced in that tuck position, keeping your hamstring and glutes on, now when you go down, you should find it's a lot easier for you to get that movement to happen a lot more smoothly. So give those movements a try. It should make all of your movement patterns better when it comes to your lower body strength, not just your pistols.